Hey guys, welcome back. Before I start the video, I want to mention to you that I will be at the Chicago Auto Show on Tuesday, February 13th. If you guys would like to meet me in person, check out some cars together, I will be there. Let me know if you're going to be there. But in the meantime, let's check out this brand new 2024 Alfa Romeo Tonale.
Wait a minute!
Sorry, the Porsche Panamera.
Bruh.
Sorry, the Dodge Hornet RT Plus. Let's get inside and check it out. The back seat appears to be fairly solid. The only thing I noticed was a little bit of a crunch coming from right here, but it went away after I pressed it, so maybe the material was just settling in. Let's see if the rest of the interior is like that. Onto the door handle. What do you guys think of this color combo? The gold with the red seats. I kind of like it. Makes me hungry because it looks like mustard and ketchup and communism. It's a brand new car. Let's begin. And now for the button test. And now for the final button. Guys, this might be one of the nicest Dodge interiors that I've ever been in my life. Although they did go to the Italians for help. But the help is very much welcome, actually. I'd say this is a pretty solid interior. As you can see, almost nothing squeaked. There were two places, though, that I have to criticize. One being just above these climate vents. There was a little bit of an undesirable squeak that did not go away. And number two, the overhead console had a couple of undesirable sounds as well. Those are the only two real areas that I can think of that, well, weren't great. The rest of the interior, though, was rock solid. Can't complain. I'd give it an 8 out of 10 for fit and finish. As far as materials go, so far no other Dodge interior looks like this or has the same buttons or anything like that, because this is the only Dodge that's made in Italy alongside the Alfa Romeo Tonale. Don't know if they make the new Maserati, I forgot what the new model is called. Don't know if they make that in the same factory, but I know this is the same factory as the Tonale. So let's talk about the materials, shall we? Both the upper dash and the upper parts of the door are soft touch. However, these are the pretty typical Dodge soft touch. There's not a lot of give, and the surface, the texture isn't the best. And I noticed that it's rock hard black plastic basically in the back. It's a tiny bit softer up front. Not consistent there. And then the rest of the soft touch is this kind of, might be hard to pick up on camera, but this is a little bit better give, but it's like that recycled material that I felt in the Land Rover Evoque. Not sure if it is actually a recycled or reclaimed material, but it kind of feels like it. Feels like it was put together with a bunch of used water bottles. Typical of the class, your area by the knee and lower, like the glove box, the light controls, that's all just hard plastic. It is what it is. The seats in this car, I have to tell you, are pretty good. These are real leather, and I'm kind of a sucker for red. I know it's a little bit tacky to some people. I like the red seats and the leather that's on them. They're shaped pretty nicely too, so good seats. Maybe this is just the sporty nature of this car, but I really don't see a main trim in here. There's no wood, carbon fiber, or even like a fake metal trim going across the car, unless you count this, but this is just kind of a little textured plastic. I wouldn't count that as a main trim. And then this is just a different colored of plastic. So no main trim, I guess. The headliner is cloth. The sun visor is plastic. No give in the plastic at all, so it's pretty hard. But the texture on this, it's really small. You can see it. The texture is not the worst, so not the worst plastic sun visor. And then as far as buttons and switch gear go, I'm going to guess that this is probably in all the new Alfa Romeos and even some Maseratis, because I think on the new Gran Turismo they have these same looking air vents, I'm pretty sure. I know this is an Alfa Romeo steering wheel. With that being said, buttons and switchgear are, I think, pretty nice actually. I do like this steering wheel, although I wish they would put the engine start-stop button on the steering wheel. We don't need the hybrid stuff. We don't need eco, whatever. Put that start button right here and make that bitch red. The rest of the little buttons, like the window controls, the door locks, that's all Alfa Romeo. Those feel kind of averagey, but they don't feel bad. Same with the air vents. They don't feel bad. They don't feel outstanding either, but they try to make it a little bit nice with the knurling here. Climate buttons are pretty okay. I do like the speaker grill. This is kind of like a Harman Kardon sound system, I believe. And the speaker grill is metal, and when you move your finger across the grill, you can feel that it was like a laser cut, kind of like a Burmeister speaker in a modern Mercedes. It's got that, almost that feeling where the metal could cut you, but it won't. Feels pretty high quality. I love that. Probably my favorite thing in this car, aside from the seats, are these paddle shifters. These are Alfa Romeo paddle shifters all day. They are awesome. So they're very big. You can easily change gear in any position wherever your finger happens to be. They feel like aluminum. They're cold and very solid to touch. Love the way they feel. And the best part is they stay still even when you move the wheel. Some brands like Porsche get this so wrong, where they move, the paddle shifters move with the wheel. I hate that. But Alfa Romeo, Maserati, and I guess now Dodge completely massacre everybody else with these paddle shifters. Seriously, these are excellent. Typically a car like this, I would give a 5 out of 10 for materials, but I really think that the real leather seats, the beautiful metal paddle shifters, and the beautiful metal sound system speakers bump this car up to a 6 out of 10 for materials. Again, normally 5, giving it 6 because of those 3 extra little nice things. So there you guys have it. 8 out of 10 for fit and finish, 6 out of 10 for materials. Please let me know your thoughts. Interesting little car to drive around. I have not driven the Alfa Romeo version. I imagine they're going to be the same. The car does feel very sharp, actually. The steering is really sharp. No problem there with handling. It feels pretty tight. There's something about this car that feels a little bit top heavy, despite this particular model being a hybrid, because it has the battery pack. It feels a little bit top heavy. So I don't know if I would really feel confident pushing this around a corner too terribly fast. That's just the impression I get, because I did take it on the highway, and that's how I feel. Like, I wouldn't have the same kind of confidence in this car that I would, for example, have in a Porsche Macan, which is similarly sized to this, actually. Speaking of which, this car is pushing 50 grand. The window sticker says 49,000. You could actually go out and buy a certified pre-owned Porsche Macan. Would you rather have a Porsche Macan that's used or a brand new Dodge Hornet? Keep in mind this model is the hybrid, so you get that tax credit. So that brings the price down a little bit. Tell me what you would rather have in the comments. Any case, thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time. Maybe I'll catch you at the auto show on February 13th. Peace.